Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fela, and this is a space where we explore life well lived with Jesus. If you're a new subscriber here, thank you so much for joining. You are welcome, and I hope you like it here and you'll stay with us. If you're a regular subscriber, I appreciate you so much. I'm excited to grow with you. I'm excited to have attracted the kind of people who truly believe in what we're doing enough to stay. I am so happy. So today is week 4 of the consistency challenge. That means we would have been doing this for officially 4 weeks, and I want to say I am extremely proud of everybody who just joined me on this and faithed it to say there is a lack in a part of my life that I need to work on. And so if someone is just calling me to respond to that and just work on it intentionally, so I'm gonna give it a try. I'm extremely proud of those people. So I just want to say congratulations. If you're someone who started with us from that very first video where I said I stopped waiting for the perfect moment, I am so excited. Even for me, it's such a deep moment because I never really thought that I could do this before. But as I told you guys, I am glad I answered the call, and I am glad I found people to walk this journey with me, or people to also respond to the call. So today, I want to say to you that as the challenge is ending, the doer in you is not. You have become that person. You have embodied that person for 4 weeks. And so at the end of this first 30-day challenge is not the end of who you are now, which is you are a doer. So I want us to speak about 3 points, and I've made some notes that I'm going to touch on as I bid farewell. So let us talk about it. I want to say, first of all, do not leave the lessons that you gathered or took from this challenge, be it things that I've spoken about, be it the scripture that I was calling on people to respond to, be it the intentionality that you've been applying for 4 weeks now. I just want to say, do not let go of the lesson that you have gathered from this challenge. I think the one thing I would like to implore you about is to say the challenge only becomes transformative when you carry the lessons into your own life and into every aspect of your life. Be it you were working on 1, 2, 3 things, but the lessons are applicable to other areas of your life. So I want to say that be intentional about now spreading those lessons to other parts of your life. Oh man, like I just hope that you guys get the gist of this, that you guys get the messaging of this, and that you don't stop going, you don't stop. We continue. I myself am aggressively continuing, and I am in a fight constantly. Consistency is something we have to fight for the rest of our lives. I truly have accepted that this is something I'm going to fight for the rest of my life. And then the second thing that I want to say is create a personal consistency formula for yourself. Like that's why I said journaling is going to be very important during this time. So you need to write down the things that you've learned so that you are able to then put together a consistency formula. You've learned from this time, you've gathered that, oh, I'm able to do things when I do now, like bring dump things that are in my head and then sort them out. So you have to learn to bring dump first of all, so that things are not only stuck in your head, they must be in a place where you can visualize and see them. So learn to write down, get used to writing down so that you can clear your head, because your brain needs to think about other things. Your brain needs space to be able to worry about other things so that you are progressive about everything you're doing. So I'm going to read this line to you and say, perhaps the formula for you may be planning ahead. For some of you, it may be completing things in smaller pieces And for somebody else, it may be just like removing distractions completely. And for someone else, it may definitely be asking for or looking for accountability, and also returning immediately after you've missed a day, a few hours, but like learning the principle of returning immediately. But be able to then like come up with a formula for yourself to see what is the one thing, or what are those two things, three things that you do to be consistent, that you have to make sure you've done for you to get something done. That's going to be part of your formula. So just make sure that you have a consistency formula, because that's going to help you a whole lot on this journey. And for this, I want to encourage you and say, you don't have to view yourself as starting from zero anymore. You now have full and complete evidence from little things that you've done for the past 4 weeks, or other things that you've introduced since the year started. You have enough evidence to know that this is possible, this is doable. So you're not starting from nothing. You have lessons that you've carried forth from now, but just teach yourself to apply those lessons. Truly, it takes a decision. Like I've said repeatedly during these past 4 weeks, that I may say these things, but you still need to decide for yourself that this is something you're going to get yourself to do every single day, every single week, intentionally. So I implore you to definitely view it that way. Understand that right now you're not continuing from zero, but you have learned lessons, and it's time to carry forth those lessons into the other things that you are building, into the other things that you're trying to fight for, into the other things that you're rebuilding. The last thing that I am going to say is that you need to give your new identity, which is the doer identity, somewhere else to grow from now. So again, find another area in your life that you're going to intentionally now be applying that doer, becoming a doer in. So if it was already your lifestyle, your spirituality, then maybe now apply that into your career as well. What are the goals that you had set for yourself? Become a doer now in that aspect of your life. If it's your spiritual life, become a doer now in studying the word and praying daily and more intentionally. So if it is your health and fitness, become a doer there as well. Drink your water every day, eat healthy, fight for eating healthy. I know that it's also something very challenging for me, because I can work for hours and then I'm really hungry and then I don't have time to be cooking. But maybe if I meal prep every single weekend, as boring as it sounds, but I'm gonna eat healthier. So I just need to teach myself, and then within the week I can have a reward system for myself to say, then I can add a few things that I enjoy eating in my week, but minimizing that, because I still want to have a beautiful body. I still want to feel healthy from within. So it is worth fighting for. It is worth becoming a doer in that aspect of my life. So just make sure that that identity is something that you are carrying forth into other new aspects of your life. Maybe new as in things you haven't been working on the past 4 weeks, that now you can challenge yourself. Maybe you started with the simpler things, and now that you have built that identity, you can challenge yourself even with the harder things, which is things like gym. They feel hard. Consistent eating healthy feel hard, but these are things that you can now challenge yourself in, because that's your identity now. You are a doer, so you can carry it forth into that aspect of your life. We are not graduating from consistency, but we are graduating into a lifestyle of consistency. So definitely think about that. I want to applaud you once again. And as I close this video, which is the final video of the first consistency challenge, I want to read a letter to myself and perhaps to you as well, because I feel truly grateful and also kind of like touched by this experience, because it has taught me so much about myself. I am a leader. It is who I am, and I can continue doing so because it's truly who God has called me to become. And there's nothing fulfilling like doing things that God has called you to become. It's scary, sometimes it's sad, because you feel like the finances are not in that thing, but actually God has financial provision for you when you follow the things He's actually called you to do, which I can go on and on about. But let's get into this later. Dear Q and dear beloved doer, this is the final week of your first 30-day call to consistency. You've challenged yourself and you've made it to 4 weeks. The in-between of this first part was not easy at all. There was so much resistance. There was so much rise and distraction. There was so much doubting. Should I really do this? Can I do this? Can I see it through? But you kept going anyway, and you kept going back to your commitment every single week. You kept your word, and the Lord gave you strength every day to keep it. Well done to you, sis, and well done to you, sir or sis. I am proud of you, and I am proud of the 62 people who joined in on this journey. We collected 62 emails of people who said, let's definitely do it, Q. Let's partner together with you and become consistent people and become doers. My wish for us is simple. Continue the journey of faithfulness with your little. And I promise you that it's growing even when it doesn't feel like it, even when you don't see it, but remain faithful because it is growing and something is shifting. To us and our never-ending doer journey, until we are formed, lots and lots of love to myself and to you guys. Thank you once again, and I will see you next week. For sure, we're gonna be talking about other things now, but I hope that you will continue being a doer with me. And yeah, so many things in store for us, but I cannot wait to explore more and more of this journey with you. Lots and lots of love.